So I'm back into my working rig, and by the end of this video I'm going to have a piece of metal in here to replace this great big black hole. So in order to do that, I'm going to get rid of all of the underseal that I can in this area here, cut away all of the rotten metal, and then weld the plate in there. So let's crack on. Just finished the first bit of cleaning up, and it's not quite as bad outside of the big hole. This is all rock solid, and taking off the underseal has been quite a task, and I can't quite get to this bit at the moment, so I'm going to change the disc head. Where I have managed to get it off, the metal underneath is completely solid, so still going to try and get off all these flaky bits, but if this is anything to go by, I think underneath we've got some decent metal. On the downside, so I've got some rust in these corners, and up here I've come across this before. Let me just show you. Here's pictures of my MG from about 1990, and I had to replace that whole corner. So this one's nowhere near as bad, but it'll still need some pretty major surgery. So when it comes to this hole, maybe this one, don't know, it's quite big. What I could do is put a brass plate behind there so the weld doesn't stick to it, and fill the hole in, which will be probably a lot less drastic than cutting a whole chunk out of it. This one here though, I'm definitely going to put a plate in here. I'm going to measure the thickness of the metal just to see how thick it is beyond here. So it's either going to be a plate there, or it's going to be the whole section. I haven't decided yet. Next thing I'm going to do is get the cutter on here, cut out this large piece here. I'm not going to cut out this yet because I don't know where I'm going with it, so I'll get on with that. Okay, let's clear out this tunnel here. See what we're left with inside. I think we have another problem here. There's a great big split. So it looks like this here is going to need to be replaced. Let's have a look on the inside, see if I can get to it. There's a view from underneath here, and that piece is completely shot. There's the same shot with light from the inside, and I think I'm going to need to put a plate in here. I've cut out some of the bits that would give me a bit more access to this area here, but it's a bit of a shame to find that there, so Don't really know which bit to do first. I'll have a think about it and get back to you. I think I've got a fair idea about the mechanism of injury for this rust panel. So I think it started off here, so the rain comes in underneath the bonnet, sits on top of this part of the structure here, rust it through, that allows the rain to get in there, and it looks like water's just been sat in there because it's just completely rusted through. Either way, the other side of it seems fairly strong. See if I can zoom in there. Yeah, so the other side of it looks pretty strong, and underneath it's just a flat panel all the way across. So it should be pretty straightforward to cut that out, put another piece in. I'm going to stick with plan A and patch this bit first. Not in this video though, because it's already turned into quite a long one. So I'll split this one into two, and then we'll crack on and deal with that bit in there. Okay, so join me in the next video. Thanks.